Hello and welcome everybody. And in this session of talk, we are going to discuss about the development. And the topic deals with how we compare different countries or states. तो मतलब कहने का ये है कि डेवलपमेंट के अंतर्गत हम लोग कैसे स्टेट या कंट्रीज को कंपेयर करते हैं उसके बारे में इसमें हमको जानना है. And before we proceed in the topic, I want to state some basic features about comparing nations or countries for the purpose of development. First of all is the average income. The first is average income or per capita income. What is average income? Average income का मतलब होता है प्रति व्यक्ति आय. Means the total income generated in a country in a year when divided by total population is called average income or per capita income. And this per capita income determine the situation of the country. If the country is rich or it is poor or it is in the middle state. There are some criteria for describing these things, and we are going to see it one by one that how the countries are compared according to the income generated in a given year. The first thing is that if in a country the average income is $12,616 in a year, means if a person is earning $12,616 in a year, that country is said to be rich. तो कहने का ये मतलब है कि वो देश जिसमें एक व्यक्ति ऑन एन एवरेज अर्निंग कितना कर रहा है $12,616 यदि अर्न कर रहा है तो वो कंट्री रिच है. दिस इज द फर्स्ट क्राइटेरिया फॉर क्लासिफाइंग नेशन. द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज दैट if in a country a person is earning about $1,035 in a given year, then the country is said to be poor. तो कहने का मतलब है कि वो देश गरीब है जहाँ कोई एक सिटीजन ऑन एन एवरेज $1,035 से कम यदि अर्न कर रहा है ईयरली तो वो कंट्री पुअर है या गरीब है. द नेक्स्ट थिंग वेयर वी कैन प्लेस इंडिया अकॉर्डिंग टू द reports given by the 2012 census, the per capita income of India is in India, a person earns on an average $1,530 in a year. Therefore, we can place India in the middle group, or it is not poor, not rich, but it is in the middle group. This is the first criteria of classifying nations. And the criteria is per capita income or average income which is earned by a person in a given year. And what is the formula for calculating it? कैसे calculate करेंगे? The total income generated by a country in a given year, and then it is divided by the total population in that year. Then we can arrive at the figure which is the per capita income or average income of that country. Now the next thing is, what are the other criteria of classifying nations अपार्ट फ्रॉम पर कैपिटा इनकम. तो पर कैपिटा इनकम के अलावा और कौन कौन से क्राइटेरिया हैं जिसके बेस पे हम लोग नेशन को क्लासिफाई कर सकते हैं या उसको वर्गीकृत कर सकते हैं. Then we are going to find it out one by one. The first criteria is IMR, infant mortality rate या शिशु मृत्यु दर। तो कहने का मतलब है कि IMR कितने पे निकलता है, when 1,000 birth of live children and how much the children die before completing their first birthday। तब प्रति 1000 जन्मे नवजात बच्चों में से कितने बच्चे एक्सपायर कर जाते हैं, तो वो तो हमारा हुआ इन्फेंट मोर्टेलिटी रेट। एंड दिस IMR इज वेरी मच हाई इन दोज कंट्रीज विच आर पुअर। तो IMR जो है हाई कहाँ पे है, उन जगह पे है जहाँ पे गरीबी ज़्यादा है, कुपोषण है, डिजीज़ ज़्यादा है, वहाँ पे बच्चे ज़्यादा एक्सपायर करते हैं बीमारियों से। इन द नेक्स्ट क्राइटेरिया इज लिटरेसी रेट। लिटरेसी रेट का मतलब क्या होता है, साक्षरता दर। इफ अ पर्सन कैन स्पीक, राइट और अंडरस्टैंड ए गिवन लैंग्वेज ही इज सेड टू बी लिटरेट। यदि कोई व्यक्ति किसी भी एक भाषा में लिख सकता है, पढ़ सकता है, बोल सकता है, वो साक्षर है, लिटरेट है। एंड दिस लिटरेसी रेट इज वेरी मच helpful in determining the people's and their development and their ideas. Suppose a person is learned, he can understand, he can read, write and understand everything, then he can be aware of the diseases, he can be aware of public healthcare services, hygiene and others. He should be aware of the nutritious foods to be taken to have a proper health and to keep away diseases. In this way we can say that the literacy plays a pivotal role in the development of individual and development of good human resources. We have studied in the lesson number 2 economics in class 9. Therefore literacy rate is very much helpful in development of good human resources. Next thing is that नेट अटेंडेंस रेशियो। इसका मतलब क्या होता है, सपोज इन द एज ग्रुप ऑफ 6 to 14 ईयर्स हाउ मेनी चिल्ड्रेन आर एनरोल्ड इन द स्कूल रजिस्टर। तो बच्चों का एनरोलमेंट कितना है, या बच्चे 6 से लेकर 14 ईयर्स का जो एज ग्रुप है, मीन्स क्लास 1 to क्लास 8 एलिमेंट्री लेवल, उसमें कितने बच्चे जो है स्कूल जाते हैं या कितने लेफ्ट आउट हैं, स्कूल जाते ही नहीं हैं। If the net attendance ratio is good one, means we have been developing good human resources because the children are the future of the society. Children जो होते हैं वो सोसाइटी के फ्यूचर होते हैं और उनके जो विकास पे निर्भर करता है कि हमारा सोसाइटी का विकास कैसे होगा। If the net attendance ratio is very good, बहुत अच्छा net attendance ratio है, तो डेवलपमेंट उतना ही अच्छा होगा। The country will be most prosperous. It will be developing in all the spheres. We can find this in very good in Japan, in the US, the Britain, France, Germany, Netherlands and many other places, that this most of the children they are in school and they are enrolled. But in India, due to the poor poverty of the parents and some other natural factors, natural calamities and some religious beliefs also, this keep children out of the school and they are not able to attend school and they are lagging behind with compared to the advanced nations. So after the per capita income, these three criteria are very much helpful in determining the status of a nation, that how much development or where it is lagging behind, or if it is an advanced country, rich country, or an underdeveloped or developing or poor country. Therefore we can determine clearly with this and it is very much helpful. Then if you have any questions and queries, you can put up, and thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day.